Welcome back, everyone. It's Evan57 here. I am on a new game, relatively new, released technically, believe early February, and it is Battle Island Commanders. It's kind of a arcade game, but this will be my review and gameplay for said game. So, I'm starting to do more reviews for games that I play just to kind of help you guys out and see, give you my opinion. You know, maybe you like it, maybe you don't. That's up to you. Now, this is one of the games that I do have to give a lower rating to. It's actually probably going to be one of the ones I give my lowest rating to. I'm going to go ahead and explain to you why and try and give you some of the gameplay behind it. Now, the first thing that you're going to notice is it has an incredibly long loading time. And you'll literally sit at the screen sometimes for up to 5 minutes or longer just to load in to the game. Then once you get into the game, when you start it, you're going to notice that it throws you right into a tutorial, and it has the potential to be a fun game. Okay, let's put it that way. But you run into what I like to call a edge of pay to win. And the reason behind that being, if you go over to units, as you progress through the game, you see at the top right hand corner of the screen, you have your level, a little blue icon, which is your XP, a little green wrench, that's your, you could call it supplies, is the best way to put it, then your gold bars, and those medals. Well, the medals are basically what it uses to pitch you against other players. And most of the achievements for this game are relatively simple. They're like upgrade units, reach the Western Front, reach East Asia, all this different stuff. But the problem is getting these achievements. Now, some of them are relatively easy to do because when you start off in the game, it's not too bad. Everybody has the same units. Everybody has the same default ranked units. And you can use your supplies to buy more units, and the units change depending upon what theater you make it to, and that theater is based off of the medals that you have. So you have the very first theater, which gives you the basic default units. Then the second theater, you get a few other ones, and the third, and the fourth, fifth, and the last area. Now, with that being said, the issue with this game that I run into is a bit of a pay-to-win situation. Now, the reason why I say that is because you have to get more of your unit in order to upgrade it. Now, this you would think would be easy to do, but it's actually difficult because it is just a drop chance when opening these crates. Now, you are given supply drops every 4 hours, and you can stack up to 2 of those crates. Plus, you have the ability to earn reinforcements when you reach 10 stars once every 24 hours, and you can stack up to 2 of those. Now, here's the issue. You only have 4 slots for boxes, and most of the boxes take at least 3 hours to open. There's only one that takes 15 minutes. You can rush it by using your gold bars, but gold bars cost money if you want to buy them. Same thing if you wanted to buy an armor crate, ops crate, or imperial crate. As you can see, 80 gold bars cost $1. 1,200 gold bars cost $10, which wouldn't be a huge thing. Like, you can get a shit ton of stuff with, these gold bars, especially 1,200 of them, but you do run into that pay-to-win element no matter what anybody says on this game. Because yes, you can ask in your alliance for units, but most of the time you don't get the ones that you need because everybody needs those same units. So I'm going to go ahead and open these supply drops and show you, and after that I'll give you my rating of the game. So you get supplies and you get random unit cards. So I got some basic infantry cards. Nothing really good. Same thing again with that random supply drop. I got some basic supplies and some basic units with 2 gold bars. Okay, not terrible. However, it costs like 15 gold bars to open this 3-hour crate, so you'd have to have a shit ton of those little 2 gold bar rewards. Now, I will open this armorer's crate, which is finally done after waiting 12 hours. And it is from the Eastern Front, so hopefully it has some good cards in it. Just supplies, barbed wire. Oh, 7 Jeep, that's not bad. 2 anti-armor, and 44 of the weak infantry. So basically, nothing great here. Because there is a meta when it comes to units. Certain units are very powerful, other units are shit. And unfortunately, in this game, that seems to be the case. Attack dogs, landmines, barbed wire, all of that is kind of crappy. Overpowered units are extremely strong units, but they can be countered. Depending on what you're fighting is the howitzer, medium tank, your bazooka, basically, is what they call it in this game, and the rifle squad. The rifle squad is insanely strong and definitely worth upgrading. Now, every one of them can be countered by other units, so there is a little bit of a strategy game to it. The problem is you can face players that are a lot more equipped than you are. And that is due to the fact that they've either spent money to get those cards, or they've farmed their level up really high, and then gotten a crap ton of defeats, because you lose medals every time you're defeated, but you gain more medals when you win. So I'm going to go ahead and try a game here. Alright, we're both level 5, and I actually have more medal points than this guy does. Now, the problem with facing people over your level is the fact that, well, their turrets are stronger, their ship is stronger, and their units are going to be stronger. So this guy I might win at because he's using a direct unit assault, and that is relatively ineffective to do. But he does know what he's doing because he countered my medium tank extremely easily with that anti-tank. Looks like this guy likes to play with a more direct assault strategy using his missiles against me. Another thing that I don't like about this game is the fact that you have more units card-wise than what you can have active. With that being said, that means that you must build certain units to get your other units back. Like, he's going to counter my rifle squad with a mortar crew. Now what I have to do is I have to counter his tank destroyer. But that's not exactly easy to do, because that tank destroyer is pretty OP, actually. It's armored and has armor piercing. So this is actually going to be one of those decent games, and I'm kind of surprised at that, because most of the time these games get pretty one-sided to the person that has more higher units or higher level. As you see, he just wrecked it. Now, I would love to put up another howitzer. I can't put up another howitzer because I don't have it available. I really believe that the way this game should have been done is allow you to have all of your units available to you at any time, not this, oh, you have to wait for the cooldown type. That's really annoying in my opinion. So I'll counter him with a rifle squad. Of course, he wiped out my rifle squad. I'll go ahead and send in just a regular infantry unit, and he's going to wipe it out with those missiles. So then it gets to the point where you have basically 30 seconds remaining, and you get double the command points. Now, double command points is cool, but it adds a whole nother element of play to the game. It makes it a lot more fast-paced, and in my opinion, a considerable amount more difficult. So I technically have 1 star, which is going to give me a victory. It's going to give me a victory just barely. And of course, I got that little ration crate. So you see, you get a star, supplies, and medals for winning. Now, I'm going to spend those gold bars to open the ration crate due to the fact that it's just taking up room, and you'll see that I only got supplies and 2 basic infantry, so it really wasn't worth it. Those stars you have to get 10 of, and you can only earn a maximum of 3 per game in order to get those reinforcements. Now you'll see that because I have 1400 medals, I'm now fighting a level 6 guy. Well, I'm probably going to lose. And he's using the rush strategy, sending in a shit ton of jeeps. So the only way for me to really counter that is to... And he's going to use barbed wire against my infantry. Makes sense, good strategy. As you can see, his barbed wire is upgraded. So he just wrecked my shit. And he's able to have the units that he can spawn literally right on top of my base, which is so dumb. It's one of the worst things ever because you can't really counter it. He's already got both of my bunkers down to half health due to the fact that he was able to spawn infantry right on top of it without me being able to see them or attack them. Now you can counter that barbed wire. I'm gonna put a gun right there. Yeah, see, his units are upgraded a hell of a lot more than I am. This is almost going to be impossible to do. Yep, see, he just throws barbed wire right in my face. And more units that I can't see. So goddamn dumb. It's one of the personal pet peeves that I have against this game because units like that you have no way to counter. And he's going to go ahead and use a mortar. Hopefully the Jeep... Nope, the Jeep's going to go for my howitzer, so kind of fucked up there. The Jeep destroyed my howitzer. And this is going to be game over pretty quickly, actually. And I'm going to lose. Now you'll see that barbed wire will just kill my infantry, like... Doesn't even matter. And kind of the goal in these situations is to be able to get at least 1 star. But you see how quickly he just wrecked? With a couple motorcycles, he just wrecked my shit. It's ridiculous. There's literally nothing that you can do to counter it. I'm not even going to be able to get 1 star because of that. Because of the fact that he can spawn in enemies that literally ignore the fact that I, can't see them. He's already destroyed one of my bunkers. I can't even get his bunkers down to half health. That's just my opinion. Because you're fighting people that are so much higher level than you. It's ridiculous. Absolutely, completely ridiculous. And there's nothing that you can do about it. You can't even get 1 star. Defeated. So, literally, that game was completely useless. You lose medals, and that's it. You don't get anything to progress forward, therefore forcing you, basically, to either only play a couple games of this at any one time, and then very, very slowly, hopefully get your units and become stronger, or to spend money on the game. And that's where I don't agree with it. That's why I have to give this game, at best, only a 5 out of 10. Now you'll see that I am in a position where I'm going to be fighting enemies that I am stronger than the enemy is in level. But he's going to wreck me because, as you see right there, his rifle squad is a shit ton stronger than mine. His rifle squad was able to wipe my rifle squad with absolutely no difficulty at all, due to the fact that my rifle squad is level 1 and his is at least level 2. All that comes down to is the RNG in the game, whether he gets one extra rifle squad card so that he can upgrade it. However, because my medium tank is stronger, as you can see, I actually do stand a chance. His forces are splitting up. He could win. He definitely could. But if I can hold my own just long enough to get better units in play, I should be able to win. I have to prevent him from destroying both of my bunkers, otherwise he'll get a technical win. I'm trying to destroy his ship to get those 3 stars. At the moment, it would go into sudden death since we each have 1 bunker destroyed. Now he's going to take out my infantry, which is a pretty good strategy to hold on to those missiles in order to take out the infantry. So I'm going to put a medium tank up. He's got an extremely strong unit right there. That's a unit that completely ignores everything and goes straight for your bunkers and your ship. It's a very devastating unit to fight against. However, he deployed it too late, and I was able to kill his ship with my medium tank. Now, unfortunately, though, I got knocked down in level, so I had a Mediterranean crate, but I did get those 3 stars. Personal preference on this game. I'm going to play a little bit longer, edit out the time, and show you what you get from the reinforcement crates. Alright, so you've seen what I like about the game, you've seen what I don't like about the game, and the main thing is just that total injustice when it comes to fighting other players, because it's drastically one-sided. Let's go ahead and take a look at what those reinforcements are. It took me about 50 minutes to go ahead and get all 10 stars. That does just vary based upon who you fight. And as you can see, I got a decent number of units, but I did not get any of the units that I actually need to upgrade the ones that I use. I got units that I could upgrade, but they're, well, none of the ones that I actually play with. So, personal preference when it comes to that one. Like I said, a general 5 out of 10. I think this game does have the capability for people who enjoy this type of game to earn a slightly higher rating, maybe even a 6.5 out of 10. But unfortunately, the multiplayer is what makes it so annoying, and I really just can't stand to play it for more than 1 or 2 matches, get a couple of crates, set one to unlock, and then get off for the night. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, comments, please leave a comment. Otherwise, drop a like on the video, share it with a friend. Of course, don't forget to subscribe for more content. And until next time, stay frosty.